Welcome back to AFTV. Here with my boy Christian Ty. Just seen Arsenal smoke Leeds, let's be honest, 4-0. Now, Christian, before the game, there was a lot of talk, a lot of jeopardy on this game. Didn't play very well last week, not going to go into it. This was a must-win game. And before the game, we got news that Bukayo Saka picked up an injury. So, there was a little bit of, how can I put it, nervousness, tension, apprehension. But I've got to say, things worked out for us today. Manager made a few changes and things worked well.
Yeah, what more can you ask for? It's been a it's been a loud week. Social media's been loud. Rival fans have been loud. Our own fans have been loud, and rightly so. It hasn't been convincing recently in the Premier League. 7 points out of the last 9 dropped against teams where you'd expect to win. I expect to beat Liverpool at home. We don't. Expect to beat Nottingham Forest away. You don't. I expect to beat United at home. You don't. And sometimes you just need to regroup as a team. There was talks of them. They got together and they had talks and said, we know how good this team is, basically. It was big pressure going in today. We know City and Villa are playing tomorrow. Chance to go 7 points clear, and we've done that emphatically today.
Yeah, absolutely. Let's talk about Madueke, because he would have got the call to play very late. Bukayo Saka picking up an injury in the warm-up. Madueke, there was lots of good and bad in there today. Mostly good, obviously, but... Yeah. He had a bit of an indifferent start, but I think it's fair to say that overall he did really well and deserved his man of the match award.
Noni's best performance in an Arsenal shirt.
Oh, you go as far as to say that?
100%, 100%. We all know how good Noni is in terms of dribbling, beating a player, getting past the man. The thing we all ask from Noni is the end product. That's what Saka has on him. If Noni can add an end product to his game, there's a top player there. If football was won and lost on, like I said, dribbling past the player, Noni's one of the best in our team. Yeah. But it's not. It's about end product, getting assists, putting the ball in the back of the net. And like you say, Saka obviously getting injured in the warm-up. We were all a bit nervous. You never want to see a player injured. But Noni stepped up, man. He stepped up. Deliveries, the assist for the first goal, put it on the money for Zubimendi, and it's a great header from Zubimendi. And then set pieces as well. We all said before the game what we miss from Saka a lot when he's not playing is the set pieces. We know how deadly we are from the corners from both sides. And Madueke, again, you can talk about own goals. Fair enough, people want to banter and say you scored 5, whatever. The ball has to still be put into a good area to force a mistake from the goalkeeper, and he did that. So, yeah, big up to Noni Madueke. When you're called upon 10, 15, 20 minutes before the game, it's never easy, especially to fill the shoes of someone like Saka. But he stepped up, and it was a good performance.
Nice to see Martin Zubimendi on the score sheet. I mean, he came in for a bit of criticism. He was up fault for one of the United goals. But today I thought he played very well. Didn't just score, I thought he played really well as well. So it was nice to see.
Definitely. For me, there were 2 players that have been receiving a lot of criticism. Zubimendi, after that United performance, giving away the goal as he did, and he was just poor in the game, stepped up today. Arguably man of the match. I think I would just give it to Noni. But Zubimendi was brilliant. A goal. He was getting forward a lot more today. Interestingly, the double pivot of him and Rice, he was the one kind of driving forward in that right 8 position, finding himself in the box a lot. And I like that because I do think he has output in the final third. A couple of headers he scored now. Scored one against Nottingham Forest. And obviously scored a banger in that Nottingham Forest game as well. So we know he can do that. And I thought he stepped up. Noni, again, the noise after Kairat. That time when he beat the guy and he put it in row Z, it was embarrassing. So for him to come and have a man of the match performance, that shows mentality. A lot of the time when the noise is on you and the pressure's on and you're getting bantered on social media, it's easy to wilt and crumble and hide away. Neither of them hid today. Both of them were.
That's a very good point, actually. Yeah,
and I also want to say, Arteta was ruthless today. He had a big decision to make because, again, the noise has been loud about Martin Ødegaard. All right, and before people in the comments say, "Oh, you're getting on it," I've been a massive backer of Martin Ødegaard for a long time. I think he's a brilliant player. Was a brilliant player, a great servant for the club. I'd also always said he deserved to be our captain, but you can't deny that he hasn't been at it recently at all. I think the injuries massively hurt his game. I hope we see him back to his best, but Arteta had a massive decision to make today, and we all talk about favourites, right? We know Arteta's got favourites. Ødegaard's been one of them. Havertz has been one of them. At times when these players aren't playing well, they still start. What message does that send to someone like Eze or someone like whoever who thinks, I deserve a chance in this team? And like I say, Arteta made a big decision today. He was ruthless. He took Ødegaard out of the team, which none of us expected. But I think it paid off. I know we were talking on the stream, you saying Havertz didn't particularly... This is Kai Havertz's first start in the Premier League in over a year. right? And what I think...
Just
Can I just finish the point on Havertz? What I think Havertz, because I know you're going to say, what did he do?
No, I'm not going to say that.
Havertz helps Gyökeres's game a lot more than Ødegaard does, right? Because we all talk about Victor Gyökeres occupying defenders and making space for other people, but who's going to make the space for Gyökeres? How are we going to unlock Gyökeres to try and get him in those positions, to try and get him a lot more chances? Havertz occupies the space, like we've seen. You're seeing them as almost two strikers a lot today. Gyökeres was getting a lot more time and space. All right, he didn't score when Havertz was on the pitch, and he scored after, but he was still getting a lot more luck. I thought we looked a bit... We opened up the opposition a bit more. I think the wingers were, again, getting a bit more space. And it's another body in the box. How many times have we seen Saka cross it in this season, Trossard, whoever it is, and it's only Gyökeres in the box being occupied by two centre-backs? Today I saw Havertz crash in the box a lot more. Okay, it didn't pay off, but like I say, this is the first time they've started together. Against Kairat, we saw it. I know it's Kairat. But this is something I do think can work going forward. You know, and taking a player like Martin Ødegaard, fair play to Arteta. He had balls today. He made a big decision because that's been his guy. That's his captain. But the noise has been so loud, he's made a big decision. We've won 4-0. And big up to Ødegaard as well, because he came on and played well. Yeah, nice ball through to Martinelli, who then played a great ball to Gyökeres, who scored. So it's a whole team squad performance today. And that started from the manager making a ruthless decision. And everyone played well. There wasn't a player on the pitch who didn't play well today.
Yeah, exactly. Listen, you know, you could say it worked. My point is that... I think going forward, I don't see Havertz as a 10. And that was the point I was trying to make. I can understand in the cold light of day, some people, in the light of a 4-0 win, people are going to say, I'm talking nonsense. Listen, that's my view. I don't think someone like Havertz in the 10 role gives us that creativity that we're looking for.
I'm just talking about what I'm seeing today.
Okay.
If he starts against Chelsea and it doesn't work, maybe I'll come out. I'm just talking about this game. You know, in that first half, it worked. I thought we looked good. I thought we controlled the game. I thought Rice was very good today. I've already spoke about Zubimendi. Defensively, a clean sheet away from home. It's lovely. I think they had one shot. Timber was back to his best today. I don't think he's been at it the last couple of games. It's rare that Timber has a bad game, but he wasn't particularly great against United. He's obviously at left back the couple of games before that, but he was phenomenal today.
Yeah, he was one of a number of players who played really well today.
All of them great.
Let's talk about Victor Gyökeres, because as you quite rightly said, there are a lot of players coming into this game that... you know what I mean? There's a lot of scrutiny on them. He was one of them. Yeah. It was one of those games where we saw the best and worst of him. So he had a chance early in the game, which we're thinking, come on, you should be doing better there. He was through on goal. You're thinking he's going to score. He didn't. But then, you know what I mean? Short time after that, gets on the end of a good cross, scores a goal, and it's all good again. You can see the relief in the way he celebrated that goal. He knew he needed that. How do you feel about Victor Gyökeres moving forward?
Well, first of all, I think you should score that chance. You're clear through. It's not the first time either. You think go back to all the way to Port Vale when Max Downward put him in. He's let the defender get across. The chance against Brighton, first 5 minutes, he's hit it straight at the keeper when he's clear through. The chance against Nottingham Forest, Murillo's got caught up to him and he's not got the shot off. And then today, not got the shot off, even though he's got a lot of space. So I think he needs to improve in those areas. I think he needs to get the shot off quicker. But what I will say, and I always say this about strikers, you're going to miss chances. If you miss a chance, go and score the next one. Don't let your head drop. Don't be... we've all played football, right? You know when you miss a chance, you think about it, you dwell on it. Oh, why didn't I do this? Why didn't I go far at that post? Why didn't I... Don't forget it. Get it out of your mind. Next chance you get, bury it, back of the net. Martinelli puts a great ball into the box on his left foot, back of the net, buried it. We see that celebration. People will still talk about that chance because you want him to score both. You know, on another day, he puts that one away and then puts the other one away, but... Like I said, don't let your head drop. Go and bury the next one. And I think he's in a good run of form now.
Yeah, he scored his last couple of games now.
Yeah. And I'm a bit more confident as a fan watching him. You know, I feel a bit more. I thought his hold-up play, his all-round game was good today. If he'd scored that one-on-one, I'd be talking about 9s out of 10s. I thought he was really good.
Yeah, I thought he was.
But you can't miss that 1 out of 1. Just get that out of your locker and take the next one.
Similar scene for Jesus. Because he came on. And he had a chance that we were thinking, come on, man, you've got to at least hit the target from there.
And then he scores a great goal.
And then he scores perhaps our best goal of the day.
Yeah. Look, we want our players to be clinical. We want them to take that first chance. But if they miss one and they score the next one, I'm not going to complain either. It's the games where they miss one, but they only get one. Do you know what I mean? Those fine margin games. That's where, especially at this business end of the season, where it's really going to impact the team. So look, big up the team. It's like I say, it's been a loud week on social media. Really loud. On the players, on the fan base, on Arteta, on everyone surrounding Arsenal. It's been loud. We know it has been, but they've put in a massive performance today.
And just
4-0.
quickly, in terms of the title race, everything back on track?
I never said it was off track. I said there were concerns. I think the attack, something needed to change. And Arteta showed us all today that something needed to change. He took his captain out and he's made the right decision. And we move. 7 points clear now. We'll see what City do tomorrow. Hopefully Spurs do a job. I don't think they will. And then Chelsea second round of the Carabao Cup on it's Tuesday, isn't it?
That's right.
On Tuesday, yeah.
Travelling to away games has never been easier, especially with Rocket Mobile.
Unlimited data, unlimited everything in the UK. When you leave the UK, it's 20 gig of roaming data. Life is very easy.
£16 a month, no hassle.
How you doing,
You're doing all right? And this is what you get in Europe.
Hello. Tony Ellis.
All right. Thank you so much.
You're the man.